Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with evening news. The headlines: Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds youth power of the country and calls it strong pillar of new India. Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture H Khehovi Yeputhomi highlights various activities, schemes and initiatives undertaken by the BJP government in the past 8 years. Kohima Inspection team on check gates says no unauthorized check gates in the district. And Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya says COVID is not over yet. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the youth power of the country and called it strong pillar of new India. He said in the last 8 years, government has left no stone unturned to empower the youth. Modi said India's Yuva Shakti is the greatest strength and said country's youth is excelling in different sectors and contributing to national progress. Modi has shared the details of government's efforts for youth development in the last 8 years. From entrepreneurship to sports, every field is now becoming accessible to youth from all sections of society. He said NDA government has enabled the youth to achieve their dreams and fulfill their potential. Modi said every necessary initiative has been taken for the youth. These include new education policy, expansion of IITs and IIMs, new startups and unicorns, and Khelo India Kendra. Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture H Khehovi Yeputhomi today highlighted various activities, schemes and initiatives undertaken by the BJP government across the country in the past 8 years. The advisor was today addressing a press meet at BJP Zonobuto district office on the 15-day-long program Seva Sushashan or Garib Kalyan Parv being organized to commemorate Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 8 years of successful government. He said the program is about service, good governance and upliftment of the poor. Khehovi said the program is being organized across the country till 15th June. He said the program is also to facilitate the successful flagship programs and schemes launched and implemented successfully under PM Modi's government. He said Nagaland State BJP launched the program on June 1 in Dimapur with a grand bike and car rally. Khehovi said the party is organizing cleanliness drive as part of the program. He said party workers are carrying out a massive drive in cleaning of primary health centers, community health centers and sub-centers, cemeteries, places of worship and tree plantation. As part of the program, party workers will visit Mon Medical College, ERMS Mogokchung and AstroTurf Twensang with an objective to showcase important developmental achievements under PM Modi in the field of education, medical and sports. They will also reach out to the beneficiaries of PM's health card holders, ration card holders, Kisan card holders, beneficiaries of free cylinders and housing for all beneficiaries to create more awareness. He said free medical camps are also being organized. The advisor said the 15-day-long program will wind up with a tribal mela in Kohima. Kohima Inspection team on check gates today conducted its second round of inspection. The team made spot verification of the unauthorized check gates in and around the district to ensure that the laid-down directive issued by the government is being strictly followed. The team was led by ADC Kohima, Rosito, including additional SP, RTO, DPRO, Kohima, along with police personnel. The team observed that no unauthorized check gates were found to be functional under the district, and the instruction given on the removal of signboard at one particular location was also found to be removed during the inspection. At Kusama Interstate Check Gate, normal frisking and checking for any illegal form of transportation is being carried out by the authorized police personnel, keeping in line with the government's directives. Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya has said that COVID is not over yet. There are reports of rising cases of COVID in some states. Dr. Mandaviya stressed that it is important at this time to be alert and not forget COVID-appropriate behavior such as wearing masks and maintaining physical distance to prevent the spread of the infection. Dr. Mandaviya said this today while chairing a meeting through video conference with health ministers and senior officials of states and union territories to review the progress of the vaccination exercise. He urged states and union territories to continue and strengthen the surveillance and focus on genome sequencing for identifying new mutants or variants in the country. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that India never wants war with any country and to date has not encroached upon the land of any other country. India believes in the spirit of the world as one family, but Indian forces are always ready to defend the borders of the country. Speaking at a joint civil-military training program held at the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie today, Singh said that defence equipment is largely being manufactured in the country itself. In the future, India need not depend on other countries to procure defence equipment. He also said, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the fruits of development are reaching every section of the society. Outgoing Longling Deputy Commissioner M. Shayungpom has appealed to the leaders and officers to continue to work together with a spirit of oneness to make Longling the most peaceful district in the state. Speaking at a farewell program organized in his honor, Pom exhorted the NGO to have a cordial relationship with the district administration and the government agencies to maintain peaceful law and order in the district. The outgoing DC assured to continue to work for the welfare of the district in all his possible capacity. Pom attributed the success and achievements of the district during his tenure as DC to the leaders and officers of the district. Speaking on behalf of the DPDP Officers Club and DEF Longling, the Senior Superintendent of Police Khehovi Yeputhomi said the DC has delivered justice to the people during his short tenure in the district. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today appeared before the Enforcement Directorate in Delhi in a National Herald case. He was accompanied by his sister and party leader Priyanka Gandhi Vatra. Mr. Gandhi reached the Enforcement Directorate office after a Satyagraha march with hundreds of workers and party leaders. Earlier in the day, the Delhi police detained many Congress workers as they protested outside the AICC headquarters in support of Rahul Gandhi. The Zeliang Students' Union ZLSU has warned of strict action against absentee government school headmasters in Beren district. The ZLSU appreciated government schools in the district for performing exceptionally well, but alleged that headmasters of certain schools are found to be very irregular and are rarely in the station. The union said it was not surprising that the schools with irresponsible headmasters are among the worst performing schools within the district. ZLSU also warned that it would not tolerate such imprudent behavior from any head of schools. The union served an ultimatum to the concerned heads and all teachers ignoring their duties to be in station within 7 days' time and perform their duties earnestly. It further warned that failing to comply with the directive will lead to strict action against the defaulters through the Directorate of School Education. Meanwhile, the union also expressed its appreciation to the dedicated teachers for performing the duties tirelessly. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds youth power of the country and calls it strong pillar of New India. Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture H Khehovi Yeputhomi highlights various activities, schemes and initiatives undertaken by BJP Government in the past 8 years. Kohima Inspection team on check gates says no unauthorized check gates in the district. And Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya says COVID is not yet over. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.